Alright, welcome to the finale of Symphony of the Night. I got my answer to my question, and we have done it all. So, in your main menu, there is a room count number. Something I haven't talked about too much, because it usually doesn't matter until you get to this point. So, 1890 is the top room count, and that includes the room in which you fight Shaft and Dracula. So, there is a way for you to get that on your save file, which is to, I think you have to beat Shaft, and then as soon as the Dracula fight starts, you have to use a library card, bail out of the fight, and then go save, and you'll have the 200.6 on your save file. I'm not going to do that. That's a little unnecessary in my opinion.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
I'm not sure how well that was translated, because I'm still kind of foggy as to what Shaft was trying to accomplish. And where does the Rondo of Blood storyline fit into that? It's like, are you going to ignore the fact that you did some other evil plot like 4 years ago and you fucked it up? Oh no, I lost 2 hit points. I could use my Grand Cross on him, but nah, he's not that important. Yeah, I'm still really confused by what he was talking about in that scene. It's like, he's talking about putting vampire hunters against each other.
Oh! No!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
And say hi to Succubus.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
He went down really easily. I was like, it's over? I guess it's over. Does this get an FMV? No, it doesn't.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world!
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again!
Did he defeat him once? I don't remember who I took to the final boss fight in Castlevania 3. Maybe I did take Alucard, but I kind of think it might have been Sypha. I don't remember. I took a really obscure path through that game because to get extra levels I cheated and used codes. Not to mention all the other cheating I did. He has to have 2 forms, right? It's not just this, is it? It might be. He totally looks like he's a Spawn character. He looks like he's out of Spawn. Look at him. He's just sitting in a throne. He does have tons of HP though, so let's just do a little bit of this. Oh no. He did a try attack on me. I'm not taking this very seriously. Maybe I should be. Maybe because it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if he killed me. Oh, it's the Succubus. She's back. Well, she was. Okay, I might actually die in this fight. I've lost a lot of HP. Uh-oh. You know what I could do if I am in danger of dying? I could use the library card. Maybe I should do that. I said I wouldn't, but, like, if I'm gonna die, then why not? Where is it? Library card. Eat this Grand Cross, though. Alright. Use it, Alucard. Bye. He barely missed. Okay, so that's the fight. I can totally beat him, though. Unfortunately, we're now stuck in here. Son of a bitch. Oh, wrong button. I just put on my trusty shield. Yo, librarian, you won't believe this dope shit that just happened.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in...
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm interested in this.
Did he get any last things? No, he did not. So we cleaned him out. He has nothing that can make me stronger, right? Absolutely nothing. I might as well just buy elixirs.
Thank you. Thank you. Farewell for
Alright,
now.
bye, buddy. Actually,
What can
there's
I do
one other
for
thing
you?
we can look at. Tactics.
I'm interested in this.
Oh yeah, we could have been buying these, but oh yeah, check it out. He totally adds shafted Dracula. So yeah, that is confirmation that we've fought all the bosses.
Farewell for now.
So now I need to book it to a save room. Right, there's that one right above us. Fortunately, I can't go through here. So I have so little health that I can save the game, immediately die, and we'll find out that I have the 200.6. This was not part of the original plan, but I'm revising it. You can never take my word. That's not true. You can usually take my word. Oh, that's right. I heal upon doing this. I forgot. Okay, in that case... Oh, I could have... No, wait. The first question they ask is saving, right? Or no. Could I have picked, like, don't heal and then save? I don't know. I've never tried that. So let's see. Let's get over into the keep. Transport into the inverted castle. Because there's no point in being in here now. Don't know why I went back for those $25. Where am I going to use them? Maybe Alucard needs cab fare. Like, what am I supposed to do after this? Gonna fly away as a bat from Dracula's castle? Fuck that. Hope Romagna has Uber in 1752? What? I can't remember what year it is. I just looked it up, too, because I had to do the calculation in one of the descriptions. I had to figure out how many years it had been since Castlevania 3. The answer was 331. Oh, I forgot about the elevator. Trusty elevator. You came into play one more time. Let's go, Alucard. You have an inverted castle to get back into. Oh, but if I die against Dracula, then we'll be able to see the completion percentage regardless, because then we won't have a choice. Thankfully, this is the first one it takes you to upon doing this. That's probably a coincidence, but wouldn't it be nice if they, like, knew? They're like, yeah, this way, if we, if this is the first one from the library... No, because why would... Never mind. Well, maybe. I'm thinking, like, if the player for some reason, comes to the regular castle by way of the, library card, if they leave the inverted castle... then by nature we would be doing this exact situation that we are, where we'd be going from the... Come on. There we go. That was really precise. I was like, are they gonna lock me out? Did I bug the game out? Can I not go back to the inverted castle? But yeah, if for some reason the player were to library card out of the inverted castle, then they would naturally go to that closest transportation room, which would take them to the keep, which would be their only way of getting back here. Very complicated process. I don't see why I couldn't have just moonwalked up those stairs. So the inverted castle is literally on top of the regular one, right? That's how it works, isn't it? Because when it appears, Alucard asks, like, I think he asked Richter, he's like, is the one who controlled you in that castle over there? Like, you can physically point to it, and it kind of shows it that way in the FMV. It's like, no, it's literally right there. You can see it now. So, like, yeah, if you were to, like, leave the castle completely and, like, you know, back up, you know, by a few hundred yards, could you just, like, take a picture of them standing next to each other? Oh, and how convenient. It immediately takes me to the transportation room I want to be in. Let's give this another shot. Damn Dracula. Maybe he doesn't have a second form after his whole throne spawn boss thing going on. Alright, Malarkey, get out of here. I don't have time for you anymore. Oh, but I need to use another heart refresh. I'd used one before we started this video, just so I could go in with the max. I didn't want to grind it out the hard way. But yeah, like I didn't even come close to hitting the heart threshold that that refers to. It gives you what, 500? I think the number was. I'm at, I think 302 is my max or something like that. So yeah, not even. I don't know how the fuck you would get up to 500. I don't think there's a New Game Plus. Is there? Well, there is one secret that unlocks upon beating the game. But I don't think you can go back in with, like, Alucard and your regular stuff. Unless I'm super crazy. Maybe you can. Alright, let's try this one more time. Hopefully one more time. Though if it ends up being 2 more times, then at least we'll see the 200.6 in the on the file selection screen. So first, let me use my my heart refresh. It's somewhere on the right side here. There it is. Those sexy angels give me all these hearts. So put back on the Alucard shield. Save the game. And give this another go. Is Shaft dead? He's gotta be dead, right? If he comes back, I'm gonna be pissed. Because it's not like I died. I used a library card. I went to educate myself at the local library. That shouldn't bring him back to life. Though this is 1997, so things might be a little jank. And might not make any sense if he's back. He's very resilient. He's very, very resilient. Though I don't think Shaft ever comes back. I think. Is he in another Castlevania after this? I don't think he is. I could be wrong, though. That'd be some shit. Oh, fuck off. Fuck right off. Now I can skip your dialogue. He is so resilient. What's the in-universe explanation for how this happened? It's not like I died and lost my progress. It's like, no, shut up. It's the power of Dracula. Dracula revived him. God, he's a bitch. Shut up. What if he had his unique dialogue, though? I doubt it. Shut up, Vlad. You're not my real dad. No, he is. Yeah, that's one paternity test you can't get out of Dracula. You can't be like, oh, he's not my son. Then why is he half vampire? That would be Lisa's response. I didn't have sex with any other vampires, Vladimir. Oh, fuck. I wonder if I could do this in the middle of the attack. The fucking thing. I don't know, because I don't know how much damage I was doing before. Maybe it's making a difference, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna put on the blood cloak now. So let me go, what the fuck did I take off? Right, the Kingstone. So, it is 2 points weaker constitution, weaker defense, but whatever. Maybe, we'll see how many hearts I get from doing this. But I popped all of those Grand Crosses on him. Ow! Stupid spawn heads. Hey, it's the 90s. This was the signs of the times. Well, I can't hurt him with the fart cloud, but I can use it as a defense mechanism. Oh, it totally worked. I'm getting tons of hearts. Oh, the number corresponds to how much damage you take. I didn't notice that. Here we go. Oh, I won.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
I brought the cross, that's how.
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to
God,
love.
I forgot how stupid that line is.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul?
That's also not sarcasm.
Matthew 16:26, I believe.
Austin 3:16 says.
Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
I just whipped your ass.
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
You know, despite asking for forgiveness, he totally continues to be a villain in Castlevania games set after this. Though I suppose that does come to an end eventually. It's like, forgive me, I'll have to fight the Order of Ecclesia now. Urgh. Do your thing, full motion video. Take him away. Actually, this is the same FMV from the first time we did this, isn't it? It's totally the same one. Those cheap bastards couldn't make two different ones of the castle disappearing depending on whether or not you got the bad ending or the good ending. Shit's expensive. It's 1997. Oh, hey, what's up, Richter? Glad you're alive.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Shut up.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right. Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Fuck this.
Thank you, Richter. Fare thee well.
And yourself, dear lady.
So stupid. And now this dumbass song plays again. This stupid song got in 2 plays during this playthrough. I hate it. Thank you, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I like you. I hate this song, though. So, I'm gonna take a guess and say that that ending is like super butchered by the localization. I think anyway. I want to have more faith in Toru Hagihara and Igarashi and everyone else that was touched the like story creation part of this game, in terms of like, wow, that ending seems so tonally dissonant with this franchise that it hurts. So I want to say that's a localization thing. That's like, they didn't know how to write these characters. Because really, what really disappoints me is that Richter looks like a fucking bitch in this game. He looks like such a chump. He's like, Alucard's teaching him life lessons like good men, you know, all that needs to happen is for good men to do nothing. And like Richter's over here like taking notes, writing it down like, oh, I see, I understand. It's like, motherfucker, you already defeated Dracula once. You're a fucking Belmont. You're the coolest Belmont to date. You should need to be told this by a half vampire. You should already know this. You already saved Transylvania 4 years ago. God damn it. Come on, Richter. So I think that's a localization thing. That's like, I don't know, like the people, well, it makes sense because we didn't get Richter. Well, we got him in Dracula X, but I'm going to assume that like no one knew how to write Richter's lines in this game, even though he only has like, I don't know, 12 or something. So they made him sound really like buffoonish, even though he should be like super cool. It sucks. So I talked about the first time we beat the game, we got the bad ending. I said that there's a sequel to this. It's a stupid radio drama. And I haven't listened to it because obviously it's only in Japanese. But I read the synopsis of it, and basically it's like Maria catches up to Alucard and they start living together. And it reads like a really bad like rom-com something. I don't know. Because it's not like they're in love now. Like Alucard and Maria rode off into the sunset in a passionate embrace. Like, no. Like, he goes to live with her in a house or something, and their relationship's really awkward. It's not romantic. He's just like, they're just like roommates or something. And I don't fucking know. Something happens to where I think like some vampire hunters like find out Alucard's living in this town, and they're looking for him. And one of them, I think, attacks Maria or something, and she temporarily loses her powers. I don't know. Richter shows up for a scene. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But apparently Alucard has to kick this one guy's ass who's like actually really corrupt or something. I don't fucking know. It's stupid. I want to just forget about it. Why did I tell you? Push it out of your brain. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't like it. I don't want to think about it. But this ending's kind of dumb. And you have to acknowledge the fact that the little girl in the pink dress that we saved in the last game suddenly ages way too much for 4 years, turns into a sexy young woman who presumably tries to go confess to Alucard. That's how this game ends. It's a little strange, considering they don't even know each other. We ran into her like 4 times, but oh, I can't let him leave my life. That's why I'm like criticizing the writing, because you could have done it in a way to where it seemed more natural, and it didn't. I don't know. I want to believe that in Japanese it doesn't come off like Maria being like a horny schoolgirl who's like, oh, no, I have to see him again, but more of like a genuine concern of like, no, he's a good person. We can't let him like, I don't know, go into his life or something. Because like, who knows what Alucard's gonna do? The first time he went and like took a big like cat nap for 300 years or whatever. But who knows what he was going to do after this game. Maybe he was going to go kill himself. Who fucking knows? You could have made it like a more humanitarian thing about, you know, sticking up and doing the right thing and helping someone who helped all of us. But instead they just made it look stupid. This is why Castlevania games don't need a lot of narrative. I'm talking to you, Lords of Shadow. They're better off without it. Just keep it simple. I'm here to beat hard levels and tell Death how much he sucks. Alright, so let's look at our file. 200.6. So I think... Oh, it says clear. So what happens if I fucking load it? Let's find out. Am I going to be back in that save room, or is it going to start the game over? I don't know. I don't remember. Have I ever tried? Nope, I'm just back in this fucking room. Well, that's disappointing. But it did say clear, right? So it actually internalizes the fact that I did beat the game. So I kill myself. Just like Alucard wanted before Maria stopped him. I don't know, that's speculation. Don't take my word for that. Maybe he was going to move away. What if Alucard was like, you know, I hear about these colonies in the New World. Because America's like just happening, right? Are we about to declare for independence? I can't remember what year this is. It's 17-something, so it's either about to happen or it just happened. Good job, Guardian. You did it again. And Blade once again was like, I helped. I did it. So there's one last thing we want to do, and hopefully I know how to do it. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. Because if I have to, like, cut footage and, like, look up how it's supposed to be done, it's going to be embarrassing. But I think I know how to do it. So let's go into our file selection one more time. And we want to create a new file right here. We're going to name it after the big chief himself. Mr. I don't know how to do anything, even though I once slayed Dracula. I hope I know how this starts off. Yeah! So this is Richter mode. So if you input your name as Richter, you just get Richter, and you don't have to do the Dracula fight at the start. It's the full game as Richter, and it's a lot harder, as you can see that I almost lost like half of my health in one hit. And, do I carry over anything? No, right, because I don't have my regular menu. That's your pause menu, just like Rondo. I wish it would make the sound a little boo-doo-doo. But I don't think anything's gonna make me weak. Like Death can't show up and be like, Richter, what are you doing here? Give me the vampire killer, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, you just play the game as Richter. Now, I've never actually done it, so I don't know if you can complete the entire map with Richter. Richter is a bit more mobile in this game than he was in Rondo. But, like, he can't fly, so I don't know. I've never really done it. I've also never played as Maria in the remaster on PSP in Dracula X Chronicles. Take this, warg. This is a cool feature because, so unfortunately, like, once Metroidvania took over, there aren't a lot of games in which you get to play as Belmonts. Like, the Belmont draw is in the classic Castlevanias. There is one. It's like the first full Metroidvania after this one, in terms of like being directed by Igarashi. That would be Harmony of Dissonance, right? Yeah, Dissonance. It got confusing because they decided to name another game with almost the identical name, Harmony of Despair, which is like that weird spin-off thing on 360 and PS3. But Harmony of Dissonance stars I think Simon's grandson? Juice Belmont? I think he's his grandson. But yeah, that's kind of like a traditional Castlevania. You got the vampire killer and you're whacking monsters with the vampire killer. But usually a lot of the, well, I say usually, but because there's not that many, but a lot of the Iga era games that are like traditional 2D exploration Metroidvania games are with characters that aren't Belmonts and use a variety of weapons the way Alucard has with like swords and whatnot. It's like that for Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, Order of Ecclesia for sure. Portrait of Ruin's kind of the weird one in there, where you're not a Belmont, but you can certainly play with the vampire killer. You were playing as Jonathan Morris, as well as Charlotte in that game. The famous meme of Charlotte, Jonathan, Charlotte, Jonathan. So that's a fun one, but unfortunately, like getting that like great feel of playing a Metroidvania with a Belmont is really kind of incomplete because, to be perfectly honest, Harmony of Dissonance isn't that great. It's okay, but it was really rushed and it didn't really show how good Castlevania could be at that time on that console on the GBA. Then Aria of Sorrow followed it up and it was way better. So there is a next time, and that is now that I have finished the game and I know how long this is took. I now know how to pace the videos out so that for the end of the month, we are going to play a little bit of Requiem, because it'll be out by now. I'll have it on my PS4, and we can check it out. We can do a little quick look of it, see what Rondo looks like, see what Symphony looks like. I can compare and contrast them, having played this version, the original, actual on-disc version of Rondo, as well as the Wii emulated version of Rondo. I said Rondo first time, Symphony. I got Richter in front of me, and I got the UI, so it's confusing me. But we'll see how they compare. I hope they're good ports. I hope they're really worth playing. And so that I don't need to necessarily bust out the hardware, the original disc and whatnot, if I ever want to replay Symphony in the future. Instead, those can stay on the shelf and, you know, be safe. Don't have to take it out of the case. So hopefully it's good. We'll see what if there's any different content. Because as of recording this, I still don't know if it has the additional stuff that got added later, like the Saturn level and being able to play as Maria, stuff like that. So I don't know if that's in there. So we'll see. If it is, I'd like to show it off if it's not too hard to do. All right, so that does it for now. That does it for Symphony of the Night. Hopefully you guys check out Requiem, or if not, then I'm sure I'll be back playing another Castlevania game next year. See you guys in the next one.